How does the engine oxygen sensor work? Between the engine exhaust pipe and the catalytic converter, there is an inconspicuous device. Without it, the engine would show increased fuel consumption, rough idling, and delayed acceleration. In this video, we will take a look at the working principle of the oxygen sensor. This is the most important component of the sensor, the sensing element. Its interior is hollow. The sensor is made of calcium dioxide, and both its inner and outer layers are coated with a porous thin film that acts as electrodes. When the oxygen sensor is operating, the inside is exposed to outside air, while the outer surface comes into contact with exhaust gases. Since the sensor's operating temperature is between 300 and 600 degrees Celsius, it contains a built-in heater to reach this temperature. At the rear, the sensor is connected to 4 wires. 2 white ones that power the heater, 1 black wire that carries current to the ECU and connects to the inner film layer, and 1 gray wire that connects to the outer layer of the sensor. To better understand the principle of the oxygen sensor, let us look at its microstructure. The yellow part represents calcium dioxide. The blue parts are the inner and outer thin films, and inside the films there are pores. The black above represents exhaust gas, while the gray below represents outside air. When the sensor reaches its operating temperature, the thin film acts as a catalyst. Oxygen molecules inside and outside the sensor, when they contact the film, decompose into oxygen ions. If the concentration of ions inside is higher than outside, to maintain balance, ions migrate through the pores to the outside, generating a potential difference, that is, a voltage. The ECU reads this voltage, receiving about a 1-volt signal, and determines that oxygen inside the combustion chamber is lacking. If the concentration of ions is higher outside, ions migrate inward, and the ECU detects about 0.1 volt, understanding that oxygen is excessive. Based on these voltage signals, the ECU adjusts the fuel injection amount, intake volume, and other parameters so that the air-fuel mixture is kept as close as possible to the ideal ratio.